Welcome back. The Department of Sustainable Development, along with its partners, reminds the public of the start of the phased approach to reducing single-use plastic on August 1, 2019. This initiative will assist St. Lucia in reducing the abundance of single-use plastics in our environment. Novita E. Green gives us those details.
Say goodbye to styrofoam and single-use plastics. The Styrofoam and Plastics Prohibition Act No. 22 of 2019 will take effect on August 1, 2019, with a ban on the importation of all styrofoam and selected single-use plastic food service containers. Therefore, any styrofoam and selected plastic food service containers arriving in St. Lucia after July 31, 2019 will not be released by the Department of Customs and Excise. The disposal and export of any restricted items arriving after July 31, 2019 will be at the expense of the importer. This phased approach will start with a 12-month phase-out period for Phase 1. The Styrofoam and Plastics Prohibition Act is available for purchase by the public from the National Printing Corporation. The department further encourages persons owning or in charge of businesses to declare their stock of styrofoam and single-use plastics to the Department of Sustainable Development as of August 1, 2019. A declaration form is available through the Department of Sustainable Development. Minister responsible for Sustainable Development, Honorable Dr. Gail T.C. Rigobert, continues to be encouraged by the tremendous support surrounding this initiative and welcomes further partnership to strengthen St. Lucia's environmental standards. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Novita Emmanuel Green.
On a lighter side, on 31st July 2019, the Global Environment Facility funded Integrating Water, Land and Ecosystems Management in Caribbean Small Islands Developing States, GEF IWE Co. project launches a short video which takes a lighter look at the issue of marine litter and asks everyone around the world to break up with single-use plastics. More in this report.
He fooled me. Fooled me with his easy ways.
I will never go away.
This is not going to be easy. After all these years of ignoring the facts, allowing him to invade every area of my life. Every molecule of his being is damaging. I see clearly now. I just don't want him in my life anymore. Okay, here we go, girl. Can't lose your nerve. Time to do the right thing.
How is my natural girl doing this evening? Baby, no matter how good you are, I know you soon feel better.
We need to talk.
Why you treating me so? Why you treating me so? Why you treating me so bad, bad, bad? Why you treating me so? Why you treating me so? Why you treating me so bad? You in my home, so artificial. I wish you'd just go away. See who you are, emotionally scarred. Can't let this story replay. You're not even in my class, boy. You are just a piece of trash, boy. You're not even good to go away, 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 away. You might think my heart is empty, but yours is full of benzene. It's time for you to go away. I'm breaking up with you. Long time it's overdue. I need you out of my place. I'm breaking up with you. Long time it's overdue. Gotta get you out of my space. So glad I am free, 'cause now I can breathe. I'm treated just like a queen. No secrets remain. My self-worth is saved. That's why this all has to end. You're not even in my class, boy. You are just a piece of trash, boy. You're not even good to go away, 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 get you out of my space.
The Sacred Heart Parish Youth Orchestra of Marshall received a gift of musical instruments from Marcy Stores Mega last week. The addition of a guitar, drum set, and speakers to the band's stock of equipment was made possible through the generosity of Magnetics USA, one of the store's suppliers of electronic equipment. Ophelia Marriott reports.
For the last 5 years, Marcy Stores and Magnetics USA have collaborated to donate musical instruments to schools, churches, and community groups on the island as part of a program to enrich the musical programs of these organizations. Saraya Best Joseph, Divisional Head of Marketing and Corporate Communications, says this partnership has helped to enhance the development of music education on island.
You know, we want you to make good use of this donation that we are making today. Our supplier has said to us that they're happy to continue the program as long as they are, they are updated on what's happening, that the equipment is being used for the benefit of musical development, the talents of our young people, and importantly, not just for their talents, but to express love and showcase that talent to the community. And we know that this youth orchestra has been doing quite a bit of that.
Herman St. Helen is one of the parents responsible for organizing activities for the youth orchestra. He says the group is focused on developing the musical talents of the youth of the community, but also building the capabilities of the young people to master more than one musical instrument.
I can assure you that we will put those instruments into good use, since our orchestra is a growing orchestra, and we have a membership of about 35 people, and that continues to grow. However, the intention of the orchestra is to have our members master more than one musical instrument, so that in the future they become accomplished musicians, and not only accomplished musicians, but they become professional at what they do. Having said this, I am sure this donation today will go a very long way in helping them achieve that goal.
Group member Lyle Sylvester was on hand to accept the gifts from Marcy Stores. He highlighted the importance of the gesture as one which would help to further inspire creativity and expression of the 35 young people who make up the community youth orchestra.
I'd like to, on behalf of the rest of the group, thank Marcy Stores for their contribution to our cause. It will be a very important step in empowering the youth of our community to find creative and peaceful ways in which to spend their time.
The presentation took place at Marcy Stores Mega last week. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Ophelia Marriott.
Cleaner and safer streets. These are the sentiments echoed by Chief Executive Officer at the Castries City Council, Wilfred Pierre. He says, coming off Carnival, an exceptional cleanup was done by CCC workers, and the council is looking to maintain that outcome moving forward. More in this report.
The city of Castries is one always abuzz with movement, whether from locals or visitors, shopping the retail stores or purchasing provisions from vendors. The city always seems alive. In an effort to put St. Lucia's best foot forward, the workers of the Castries City Council continue to work tirelessly at keeping the streets of Castries both clean and safe. Chief Executive Officer of the Castries City Council, Wilfred Pierre, says, coming off a splendid carnival showing, a determined effort was put by the CCC workers to ensure that the city was back to normal and free of an excess of litter.
As you realize, we have just finished the carnival season, and once again, our workers have performed exceptionally well. As you know, normally after the carnival, a lot of rubbish is left, and in the next day, the place was actually cleaned up. So we really want to commend some of our workers. In addition to that, we have identified areas that are risk areas that where drains are blocked. And as you know, we're getting into the hurricane season. So we put in a plan together in order to address some of these issues, to clear some of the drains. As you heard, the mayor has indicated he's looking at the litter as a key area that we're going to be dealing with, And what we have done is to identify places where people have littered, and what we're going to do is to have our city police to be very active as it relates to actually cleaning up the city.
Pierre says an assessment of flood-prone areas will be identified and the proper measures will be put in place to avoid a buildup of waste material.
We looking at some risk areas, as you know, by that area always flooded by Rikai. So we're looking at what kind of interventions that we can have to actually alleviate that situation. It floods, but then it drains after a couple, maybe about half an hour. So we are actually looking at all of the areas in order to clear some of these drains, as we said, and not only in the city itself, but the surrounding areas, like, for example, some areas in the Laclery area, the Sanssouci area, some of them in Marsha area, the Cicero area. So we're going to be very active in the next month in order to clear these drains, in order that we don't have a situation where when the heavy rains come, we're going to have a problem.
The CEO of the CCC says this proactive approach is necessary due to the island's susceptibility to adverse weather conditions. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Marlon Clovis.
It's now time for sports news with Tennyson Glasgow.